Hey, what's up? This is Dillio coming to you another video. And in this video, this is another motivational video. Independent Artist Empowerment. Independent Artist Empowerment. IAE coming to you live. And in this video, we're going to talk about the secret mindset for your creativity. Now, this is inspired by a few DMs I've been getting on Instagram. If you want to follow me on Instagram, the address is on the screen right now. And this is a great time right now. All of us are still home, or all of us are trying to stay home. And if you got to go to work, make sure you mask up, glove up, do the best you can. And also, if you're able to stay home, this is a great time to create and actually work on your craft. So what I want to do is just continue to create videos like this, answering questions from email. My email's right there. If you want to email me, if you got a question. And if you're interested in live one-on-one consultation, I also offer that as well. Email me if you are interested in that. The secret mindset for creativity. I got messages from a few producers talking about, hey, I'm struggling in this part of the music production. I don't like the sounds I'm doing every time I make something. I'm not happy and I don't like how the sounds or maybe the plugins, things are not just coming together for me right now. And I think that the first thing you have to do is to be patient with your sound. You have to redefine your core belief that it's okay to not sound like what you want to sound like. It's easy to fall into the trappings of, if it doesn't sound like this track I hear on the radio or this producer on YouTube or this or that it doesn't make the cut or that it's not good enough. And the problem is that when you're in your growing process or when you're first starting out, or even if you've been doing it for a while, you're always in the growing process and getting into the mindset of, okay, it's not good enough, this isn't working for me, can really hamper your creativity, because now you're double guessing and second guessing yourself for every preset that you pull up, or every chord that you play, or every drum sound that you get. And you got to scratch that and understand that you have to be patient with your growth. Be patient in the process with your growth, and also try to take a moment to step back and say, all right, what made this fun for me? What about this makes me happy? Does the high of hearing this sound coming through here sounds good and bringing that sound there? What about that creative process? You have to find a way to fall back in love with that. Sometimes it takes taking a break, and sometimes it's a good idea to just do research and sit back and watch other people do their thing. It's also a good thing to maybe even watch something on YouTube that has absolutely nothing to do with it, because sometimes you have to have a mental break. Because a lot of times creatively, and I always talk about dopamine when I think about creativity and people's mindsets, is that when we hear a finished beat that sounds great, we get a dopamine kick. When we start a new project, we get this dopamine. Oh man, this is great, and our reward sentence goes off in our brain like, oh man, this is great. I'm starting a new project, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. But then the thing that we don't pay attention to is that there's a process involved. So once the high or the kick from starting goes away, now we're in this process of grinding it out. Now we're in this process of figuring out what to do. And so the fun factor or the reward factor is gone until you finish the project. And even then, you have to make sure you have the right mindset to appreciate what you did. You have to believe that you actually finish what you're starting is a great level of success right there. A lot of people are caught up in the loop of starting something new, starting over, starting something new, and they're constantly getting that kick that they need from that, and it inhibits them from finishing what they start. It's very important to know how the end looks on projects that you control and know how to get to the end of them. Because if you don't do that, you'll get caught up in the kick of starting something new. And so you get caught up in the kick of starting something new. And then in the process, things aren't sounding the way you want them to, because it doesn't sound like A, it doesn't sound like B. Which goes back into you having to be patient with your growth. You have to be patient with your growth. You have to be patient in the process. There are some things, being a music producer, a creative person, even for me, doing it for as long as I have, that cannot be fast forwarded. And I hate that reality. There are some things I want straightened out yesterday that cannot be fast forwarded. There is not a fast forward button on your development. There are going to be times in your life where you're going to feel like you're growing faster, and there are going to be other times in life where you feel like you're going to be stagnant. And it's important to make sure that you appreciate going all out and things clicking, and also appreciate the process where things are going slow. So when it comes to finding sounds, there are a lot of free sounds on the web. I couldn't tell you back in the day on the internet, there weren't a lot of sounds. They were very limited, and it was very hard to get them because we didn't have broadband internet. You had to use the radio to sample things, or websites and dial up and all that stuff. It's much more streamlined process now than it was many years ago. So what a great time to take time away and maybe create yourself a template. Templates are a great tool to expedite the process of you creating content, beats, songs, and stuff like that a lot faster, because templates take care of the dirty work. Templates help you expedite your process. What is a template? A template is a preset file that has your go-to drum sounds, presets on your plugins, loaded up, ready to go when you open your program. Whether it be FL Studio, Ableton, Machine, MPC, Logic, and many, 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 many more. When you have a template there, you don't have to dig around for sounds anymore as much. Now, I understand that maybe it can get tired too in that aspect, but sometimes taking time to dig up sounds can delay your creativity. So designing templates, and this goes for graphic design or for creating products and stuff like that, there's a template that you can use to recreate things. The graphics that you see on the screen, when I put graphics on the screen, I just repeated that, right, are templates. I took time ahead of time of recording this video to create graphics that I could easily put information on very quickly without having to go through the process of all this animation and all the design to make a more dynamic experience for you, the viewer. The same thing can be applied to many other things. And so that's another tool that you can use to help you appreciate your sound more and to help you stay creative, because I know it's easy to get caught up in things aren't sounding good enough, I don't like it, stuff like that. But also know this before I go, is that there are a lot of people out there on the internet. Everybody's on the internet right now, especially what's going on right now. Everybody's on the internet right now, right? And because of that, when you share what you do with the world, there's going to be people that navigate and like what you do, how you do it. The only problem is they don't know you exist. So as you continue to put what you do out, and I'm going to tell you another thing, if you don't worry so much about it being perfect, perfection can be the excuse for you for non-completion. I did not complete this because it wasn't perfect. I did not complete that because it wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be. And kill the need to be perfect. Kill the perfectionist attitude. And I get that, and I understand we want our sounds to sound right. But when you focus so much on the perfection, you will hold yourself back, especially when you're developing and you're beginning and stuff like that. You really hold back your ability to move forward with things. Things will not be perfect. So you got to do the best you can in the situation that you're in. Sometimes imperfect situations can work. Sometimes you can live your life and create in an imperfect situation. But you have to be mentally flexible with that. And those who you work with has to be mentally flexible with that too. But I do know that you have to remember that you're a human being, that you're learning, and that this whole thing is not something you can press the fast forward button on. You just have to hit play and let that movie unfold. You let that movie unfold, you're going to see some highs, you're going to see some lows, but fulfillment will come through that. And also don't be afraid to step back, take a break, and just zone out on some other things. If the process of creating music and the results you get aren't making you happy, dive into other things that make you happy for a little while and come back. And I wish there was a formula for how long that takes for everyone, but it all depends on you. You have to be mentally aware and sensitive to where you're at to know when it's time to set it down just a little bit, not quit, not give up, but just set it down and be like, all right, let me go play this game real quick. Let me go take a walk. Let me go jog. Let me draw a picture. Let me work on some graphics. Why not do some research on some sounds? Maybe I'll do some research on some graphics. Watch some tutorials. watch some courses, research what's available for free out there, you know. So hopefully that helps you. This has been another independent artist empowerment video. And I want to answer some more questions. I want to talk about more different things. Feel free to leave them in the comments below. You can DM me at Instagram. I want to get some questions from you guys. There's the DM right there, or my Instagram address right there. Check it out. And then if you want to email me as well, here's my email address. It's right there. I try to make it easy for you by using templates. See? So thank you guys so much for watching. I will be producing more remake videos. And also, if you're in the market for looking for loops, please come to DillioTTK.com. I just released Aquarium last month. It sounds amazing. There's some great tracks on there. And there's some vocal chops. And what I'll be releasing in May is another Broken Baby Grand loop library called Broken Baby Grand. It's dope. Some nice, wicked piano, crazy piano. It's twisted. You're going to hear some beats on that real soon. So I'm done talking. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, and stay tuned for more performances, because I'm about to do some studio performances up in here. I see all these celebrities doing it. Everybody's doing it. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to have fun. All right. So I'm out of here. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit that subscribe button. Like, help me out. Help me get to 100,000 this year. 100,000 subscribers, that is. Yeah. All right. Peace. This live stream has been brought to you by Aquarium. Chop vocal sample packs by Dillio. Take a swim in the aquarium of sound. Quick facts, there's over 100 samples, 200 megabytes of sound, filter vocal loops, and vocal one-shots. And last thing but not least is that all these samples are 100% royalty-free for your projects. If you blow up using them, that's all you. There's some demos that you can check out at DillioT2K.com so you can hear it in action. And now let's get back to the live stream.